everyone, welcome back. Today I am going to explain a problem on deflection. A rectangular concrete beam of cross section 150 mm wide and 300 mm deep is simply supported over a span of 6 meter. It is pre-stressed by means of symmetric parabolic cable at a distance of 120 mm from bottom fiber at support section and at a distance of 60 mm from bottom fibers at mid-span section. Initial pre-stress in the cable is 300 kN. Determine maximum deflection of the beam at transfer. Central concentrated force to be applied to nullify the above deflection. Take unit of concrete as 25 kN per meter cube. Modulus of elasticity of concrete has 3.8 into 10 power 4 Newton per mm square. Actually, what they have given, I will explain. It's a rectangular cross section having 150 mm wide, 300 mm deep. Its length is 6 meter. It is pre-stressed by a means of parabolic cable. Here whatever cable profile they have given, it's a parabolic. But you should concentrate about these two lines. That is at a distance of 150 from the bottom fiber at support section. Here two different type of eccentricity has been given and it is placed at a different position. That is, one is at the support, from the bottom it is measured and it is at support, it is at a distance of 120 mm. Again at a distance of 60 mm from the bottom fiber at mid-span. Here it is not present at the support, it is present at mid-span and from the bottom it is at a distance of 60 mm and P value or initial pre-stress is 300 kilonewton. Two things we should determine is, one is maximum deflection of the beam at transfer. Here transfer point is very important. That is, under transfer condition live load won't be there. Only dead load will be there and pre-stress will be there. So live load doesn't come to picture here. And the last point is, it is about the central concentrated force. It is the point load they are talking about to nullify the deflection or whatever deflection we will get because of this. They have asked for a maximum deflection. Here we will get some deflection. To nullify that deflection, what should be the or how much should be point load, we should find out. Take these data given and by using this we can solve a problem. So in solution I have written all the data, that is P equal to 300 kilonewton. Young's modulus of concrete is 38 into 10 power 4 Newton per mm square. Whatever I have explained it to you, I have drawn in a diagram. That is, it's a simply supported. So I have written two supports having a length of 6 meter. Whatever dotted line you can see here, it is nothing but a neutral axis. Our or whatever parabolic cable they have given, it is present below the neutral axis. Okay, then it's about E1 and E2. E1 is from first of all they had given 120 mm from the support. That is, from this point or from the bottom it is at a distance of parabola ends at a distance of 120 mm. Again from the bottom in the mid span it is 60 mm here. Now we should find out, by using these two datas we should find out E1 and E2. First of all, where will this neutral axis lie means, you can see here depth itself is 300 mm. So obviously neutral axis will be at a distance of 150 mm. Now 150 minus 120 will be E1, that is 30 mm, and E2 is 120 minus 60, you will get E2 value, that is also 60 mm. Now let's start with the calculation. Why did I calculate this I and dead load of the beam is, we need to find out deflection due to dead load. When we are going to find out a deflection due to dead load, we have a formula delta DL equal to 5 by 384 into WL power 4 by EC into I has a formula. Here you can clearly observe E is known, EC is already known, it is given in the question. I is unknown, that is moment of inertia is unknown, so we should calculate. L is known, and also W is unknown, so we should find out W as well as I. I is moment of inertia for a rectangular section, that is BD cube by 12. B is 150, D is 300 cube by 12, so I is 337.5 into 10 power 6 mm power 4. Next is dead load of the beam, that is W. Dead load, we know that it is cross section into density. Density, they have clearly mentioned it as 25 kilonewton per meter cube. Convert this cross section from mm to meter, it will be 0.15 into 0.3 into 25, it will be 1.125 kilonewton per meter. Now we are ready with I and W, so we can substitute it here. Before that, why did we take this formula? It is because of a simply supported beam carrying a UDL or dead load. Obviously on the beam dead load will be there, so it is acting in the form of UDL. So for a simply supported beam carrying a UDL, the formula is this one. So because of that, I have considered this formula. Substitute all the values, 5 into 1.125 into 6000, that is it's a 6 meter, convert it into mm, it will be 6000 power 4 by 384 into EC is 38 into 10 power 3 into 337.5 into 10 power 6. It will be 1.48 mm. This is deflection due to dead load. Next, as I told, live load will be absent in transfer case, so we are not calculating deflection due to live load. We are going for deflection due to pre-stress. Already I have explained how did I get this E1 as well as E2. E1 is 150 minus 120, that is 300 by 2 minus 120 is 30 mm. It is below the neutral axis. Don't forget that, please keep this in mind. Whatever E1, E2 is there, it is present below the neutral axis. Okay. Next, E2 is 120 minus 60 is 60 mm, that is also present below the neutral axis. Now it is about bending moment diagram. The first one, whatever bending moment diagram I have written, it's a rectangle section. For which one I am writing a rectangle section is, it is the rectangle section is whatever line you can see here, dotted line as well as this solid line. For in between those two lines, for those two lines, E1 is present, that is eccentricity is 30 mm. For that, the variation will be rectangle, and also for a straight cable, the variation is a rectangle. And the important thing is, it is about the sign. If eccentricity is below or cable is present below the neutral axis, obviously sign will be negative. So it's a negative bending moment. And about this, as we are considering E1, it will be P into E1 by length is complete length of the beam is 6 meter, half of that will be 3 meter. Convert that it into mm, it will be 300 mm. Now for the calculation, P is already given, P equal to 300 into 10 power 3, that because it was in kilonewton, convert that into Newton into even value 30, we will get 9 into 10 power 6 Newton mm as a answer. Next is parabolic profile. For a parabolic profile, how did we get this parabolic profile? Because of a parabolic cable, we have got this parabolic bending moment. And sign is also important. As I told, eccentricity is below the neutral axis and cable profile is also below the neutral axis. Because of those two reasons, sign is negative. Here also you can write it as minus, or here you can write it as a negative bending moment. Both are same, but important point is you should add, while writing the parabolic variation, you should add both the eccentricity, that is E1 plus E2 into P. This is important point in a parabolic variation. So to calculate, we will get 300 into 10 power 3 into 30 plus 60. It will be 27 into 10 power 6 Newton mm for a parabolic variation. The next thing is calculation of a deflection due to pre-stress. Why did I calculate these things is, that is P into E1, P into E1 plus E2 is in deflection formula, that is due to pre-stress, we have these terms. I thought I will just separate it and I will calculate first, then I will consider in a formula. So I have taken the formula. First of all, the general formula is delta equal to area into centroidal distance by EI. So this is a standard formula, but according to our bending moment diagram, we should consider a sign as well as a formula. So let's go back there. As it's a, here you can see a rectangular variation. For that, the formula is, or for a straight cable, the formula is PEL square by 8 EI. But the sign convention for this bending moment is negative. Don't forget to take the sign. So minus PEL square by 8 EI. Again it is minus 5 PEL square by 48 EI. This formula is due to parabolic variation, and the sign convention for this parabolic is negative. So I have considered the negative sign. Next step, what I have done is, I have just taken a common, that is minus as common, minus 1 by EC into IX into PEL square by 8 plus 5 PEL square by 48. Either you can write this formula, this is a final formula or a final stage, or you can split and write like this also. There is no problem, it's up to you, how you are convenient you can write it. So this whatever I have written, this is according to this I have written, that means I have just expanded everything and I have written. For that, 1 by EI I have taken outside, minus 1 by EI into area into the centroidal distance of a rectangle. We know that the area of a rectangle is B into D, that is breadth into depth. Here B is L by 2. Complete length is L half of that is L by 2. So L by 2 into PE1 is the area of a rectangle into centroidal distance. Always centroidal distance is measured from the support to the center. From the support to the center, it is already this length is L by 2, that is here the length is L by 2, half of that will be L by 4. So the centroidal distance for a rectangle is L by 4 plus area of a parabola, it is 2 by 3 into length by into height. 2 by 3 into length into height. Here 2 by 3 into length is L by 2, height is P into E1 plus E2. Area is over into centroidal distance. Centroidal distance is 5 by 8 into length. Here length is L by 2, so it is 5 by 8 into L by 2. Now substitute for all the terms. P into E1 we have solved, it is 9 into 10 power 6 into L by 2 is 3000 into L by 4 is 1500 plus 2 by 3 into 3000 into P into E1 plus E2 is also solved. So take the value as 27 into 10 power 6 into 5 by 8 into 3000. Okay. Now even these values, that is EC, IX also you just substituted, we will get delta PS as, that is deflection due to pre-stress is minus 11.05 mm. Now the next step is they have asked like the first case what they have asked is find out a maximum deflection at transfer. In transfer condition we have a dead load as well as a pre-stress. So dead load is 1.48, pre-stress is minus 11.05. It is very important to consider the sign. Here for deflection due to pre-stress we got in terms of negative. So I have considered that we will get deflection as minus 9.57 mm. Always remember, if we get negative sign for a deflection, that means it's a upward deflection. Okay, upward deflection is 9.57 mm. So I have represented that in a diagram, you can observe here. If it's positive, then deflection is downward. Okay, like that, it is just a reverse of or opposite of bending moment. Okay, in bending moment, if the cable is present below the neutral axis, then it will be negative. If the neutral axis cable is present above the neutral axis, then it's a positive. But here if it is negative, then deflection is upward. If it is positive, then deflection is downwards. This is for a first case. In second case, what they had asked us to find out a point load or a central concentrated load. Okay, how much is that we should find out. That is, and also that point load is going to nullify the deflection. Whatever deflection we have got here, that should be nullified by this point load. Okay, so to nullify it, to nullify minus 9.57, nullify in the sense to bring back to the normal condition, to bring back to this stage, how much should be the W value or central point load value. For that, what I have done, I have considered deflection due to central point load equal to W L cube by 48 EC into IX. Why did I consider this formula itself? That is, simply supported beam carrying a central point load, the formula is this one. So because of that reason, I have considered this. We know how much is a deflection, 9.57. Here you need not to consider the negative sign, so don't take that negative sign. Directly write the value, that is 9.57 equal to W into 6000 cube by 48 into 3.8 into 10 power 4 into 337.5 into 10 power 6. Because of this simplification, we will get W as 27.27 into 10 power 3 Newton. This much central point load is required to nullify this deflection, which where the deflection is upward. To nullify that, we require this much load. Okay, hope you have understood. Thank you.